a Fintech platform helping thousands of sari-sari stores nationwide raise the country's flag at the Startup World Cup in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. We now speak with the executives of Packworks, Bing Tan, Hubert Yap, and Ibba Bernardo. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word, and congratulations on all of these recognitions. So tell us, Bing, what does this mean for Packworks?
Well, it's every time we get exposure, it allows us to share the message across, right? The vision of Packworks really is to help and support the sari-sari stores in the country. And so that's a huge deal for us. And
Hubert, with all of this exposure, not only here regionally, but worldwide, does this mean additional financing for Packworks and its sari-sari store businesses?
Yes, yep. With that, Rico, we're launching our inventory financing in the upcoming months, and we'd like to invite more financing partners. We can collaborate and really address the working capital needs of the sari-sari stores to give them access.
And Ibba, tell us, how long has Packworks been in existence, and how does this sari-sari app work?
Okay, so we've been around since 2018.
Yeah.
But this started out as a CSR of ours. Before the
corporate social responsibility.
Yes, it was really our mission to help sari-sari stores. Before the pandemic, we were creating ERP solutions for all the big companies, and then the pandemic hits, everything shuts down, and the sari-sari stores need help more than ever. And it's also the only place where the brands that we did the CSR with could get access to data, understand what's happening on that level, because people couldn't go out. So they doubled down, and from 5,000, we're now in 270,000.
Wow. And how many sari-sari stores are there nationwide?
Nationwide, was it?
More than a million?
Yeah,
1.3.
1.3 million. So you're 20%, at least 20 to 24% of the total. But of course, when I go to sari-sari stores, Bing, they often run on pen and paper ledgers. How did you try to innovate their business?
Well, essentially, we targeted the believers first. And there's a segment of sari-sari stores who has the youngest and have the affinity to go digital. We went to them first. We created basically an online calculator for them and a pricing module for them, because Nanay could not leave the store because everything is in her mind, right? Now she is able to sell more. She is able to get out to pick up her kids from school, etc., etc. And so I was just sharing with the guys, from the stores that we worked with from 3 years ago, they have seen an increase of 50% in their sales. And I think that's real impact, right? That's the reason why they continue to use the app, and the others also want to get into the platform.
But of course, Hubert, it's also very important to educate the sari-sari store owners, because they have just pens and their pieces of paper. No, but how do you explain to them that it is worthwhile to join this sari-sari store app?
Okay. Before we go into how we do it with them, our frame of mind was it's a digital advocacy. It's really about nurturing them. So once you have that lens that, it's how to digitize them from their eyes. Really, that was the key to our success. It was not outside looking in, but inside looking out. How they see the world, and that's where we digitize them from their eyes. That's one thing maybe I can say that's unique in our approach versus the others.
And it's really important what Bing just said. We've seen an increase in their sales by 50%. How can this happen?
Well, I mean, like you said earlier, they're moving from scraps of paper or not even tracking anything at all. And we created a platform that's incredibly easy to use. And for the successful sari-sari store, it has inventory, it has sales, it has Mirutero app. If they have a salesperson walking around or on a bicycle, it has everything that successful sari-sari store needs. For the smaller sari-sari store, we're able to drive promos and discounts. So it's really understanding their existing use case and creating tools just for them. We listen to them. We don't force them. We amplify and make more efficient the existing processes.
Because when you go to a sari-sari store, Bing, there are hundreds of items. You know, let's say, for example, a sachet of shampoo or a sachet of coffee, they only would need maybe 10 sachets, maybe 20 sachets,
Correct.
or 30, you know, of any kind of item.
Exactly. So they never had an ability to track them, to be honest. And you know, for a sari-sari store, your inventory is your asset, right? You have to understand how to track that. And so by digitizing it, we allow them to actually get a better gauge about what goods sell better and so on and so forth, right? And so this is really the hard work that we're doing. Not only are we creating an app, we actually have a team of people going to the stores really to educate and nurture the nanays that we work with, right? And so this is really, you know, doing what we should be doing to create that inclusion path for these sari-sari stores.
That's the key word there, no? Which this government is trying to promote. Inclusiveness, no? Inclusive economy. And currently you have 270,000 sari-sari stores. You're in the grassroots. Is it from Apari until Hulo?
Well, Hubert likes to say this.
Hubert.
Yeah, maybe except Apari and Holo. Anything in between we have, including all the islands.
But what will it take, Hubert, to be able to reach out to the 1.3 million sari-sari stores nationwide?
The key to our success was working with brand partners. Working with these FMCGs, we're able to reach...
What's FMCGs?
Fast-moving consumer goods company. These are the brand owners, the companies that manufacture the grocery items. So we work hand in hand with them to improve their distribution.
And has it really improved the distribution? Have you been able to talk to all of these suppliers which basically produce all of these products for the sari-sari stores, Ibba?
Thankfully, we have been able to sign 30% of the brands representing the Filipino grocery basket, which is more than enough to bring value to the nanays.
But we need to talk to the 70%, hoping that this platform allows us to get a few calls from them as well.
but the 30%, do they basically get to already produce everything that the sari-sari stores need?
I think we have all the category leaders, no?
Yeah.
And challengers.
Category leaders.
Yes. So you've been in existence since 2018.
Yes.
What is your business model? How are you making money from every 270,000 sari-sari stores?
Okay. Well, we are very aligned to the value proposition for the stores. We actually don't charge the stores. We work with the brands, no, the fast-moving consumer goods companies, and we pretty much work like Facebook, where you can create your own profile for free, but there are advertisers on the platform. That's the model that we're doing because we believe that for you to digitize the sari-sari stores, the goal there is not to be extractive. You have to really support, and when you do it, you mean it, right? And so the goal is not to charge them for the app, not to sell them hardware, and not even sell them inventory. That's it. We're the platform in the middle that's really there to educate them and digitize them.
So the remaining 1 million plus sari-sari stores that haven't yet joined your app, how can they sign up? Where can they find you? Hubert?
Okay, so they can reach us with our site. We have Facebooks and our social media channels, but we also have our field team that we keep on expanding. And hopefully in the next 2 years, we'll be able to reach out the balance 1 million.
And that's the goal, by next year.
In 2 years.
No, I would like to, sorry to contradict you, Hubert.
Well, that's what makes partners successful, no?
We have very different perspectives. That 1.3 million, they're all not going to be able to maximize what we've created. The current 270,000 are really the best entrepreneurs running sari-sari stores. So I think we can probably go to, I mean, not the entire 1 million, but
500,000.
500,000, right?
That's the initial goal.
Yeah. Because the rest, maybe they're happy with what they've got.
What kind of challenges do you usually face as a homegrown startup? I mean, you've been at it now you're now on your 6th year.
Yeah.
What are some of the major challenges that you face?
Well, for me...
And are you making money already?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. One, the Philippines is really, while we have a lot of great engineers, we don't have the right ecosystem really for startups, I think. So getting foreign investment is quite difficult, right? Because of that. And so, it's really what keeps us up and getting and raring to work in the morning is really because we're doing it for a cause. Number two, I think, you don't know what you don't know. At our age, we're in our mid-40s. You kind of have to really learn what problem you're solving. I think a lot of people still miss on that, right? Most of the tech startups that we've seen and probably we've done before is that it's a solution, it's a product looking for a solution, right? And that's actually quite difficult to identify. And so with the three of us, we really work together. There's a lot of conversations about how to build the startup. And lastly, I think it's culture. Culture in a team is very, very important. It has to be really collaborative. Filipinos are known to be medyo balat sibuyas. And so getting everyone on a mature table is important.
And I can really see the synergies among the three major partners of Packworks. Thank you so much and good luck with Packworks and your sari-sari store application. Bing Tan, Hubert Yap, and Ibba Bernardo.
Thank
and
you.
congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rico.
Thank you so much.